Hello everybody and welcome to my channel, Bagoday Crochet. So today I have a crochet tutorial for you. This is the solid wave stitch. Super easy. All it is double crochets. It's amazing what you can do with one basic stitch. I lied. There is one row of single crochet at the bottom for a foundation row. But other than that, we're doing doubles. And a basic stitch done in the right way can make a super textured fabric that is not even see-through. It's like 99% not see-through. I mean 99.5 solid stitch. Look at that. So you can see why it's called the solid waves, because if you look closely you can see a wave, a texture of a wave there. But it's like, how you put it, slightly three-dimensional. The row is pressed in a bit. Beautiful, beautiful stitch. Nice solid stitch, yet not a yarn eater. I would not consider this myself to be a yarn eater, even though it is a very solid stitch, a very cool stitch. And there's, not only is it solid, easy, it's a one row repeat and looking the same on both sides. That is the best stitch that you can get, if you ask me. The solid one rows looking the same on both sides. Easy as can be. But the uses for this are endless. You could use this for anything you want. Because like I said, even though it's solid, it's not really a yarn eater and it's not a dense fabric. Because like I said, it's just pretty much double crochets. And it's got that slight three-dimensional little pop. I love it. I think it's gorgeous. Gorgeous. Let's do this. All right. Okay, so for this particular swatch here that you see, I am using, well, I don't have the label, but this is my Red Heart. Here it is. Different color, but it is the Red Heart Super Saver Ombre, which is a number 4 weight, 100% acrylic. The color I have here, though, is called Deep Teal. And for the purpose of this stitch tutorial, I will be using a size J, which is a 6mm crochet hook. Now you use, depending on what you're going to be using this for, you use whatever yarn and hook that you'd like. But today I'll just be teaching you how to crochet the stitch. Alright, so this stitch is done in a multiple of 4 plus 2, which means depending on what you're making, you just want to chain. You start with a slip knot on your hook. You just want to chain in 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then again, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you just keep doing that until you get it, you know, as big as you want it to be, whether it be a blanket, scarf, top, dish towel, whatever your heart desires. You do it in multiples of 4. And then once you get it as big as you want it to be, and then you will add 2 more to your base chain. 1 and 2. So a multiple of 4 plus 2. Now this stitch is done on a foundation row of single crochet to keep the bottom row from gaping open, because you'll see in a second why I do it on a base row of single crochet. So this first row I'm going to call a foundation row. All right, it's going to be a single crochet foundation row. All right, so we will not call it row 1, we'll call it foundation. We'll call it our foundation row. So what we're going to do is we are going to single crochet in the second stitch from our hook. We don't count this one that's on our hook. So 1 and 2, and we're going to do a single crochet like that. And then we're going to work across our foundation row here, putting 1 single crochet into every single stitch until we get to the end of our row. And that is it. Our foundation row. 1 single crochet in every stitch, and I will meet back up with you when we get to the end. Alright, so I've made it to the end of my foundation row of single crochet. Now whatever your beginning chain count was, you will have one less stitch now than you did, than your chain did. And that's what you will keep for the rest of the pattern. One less than what your chain was. Alright, let's go ahead and start row 1 of the pattern. Remember, this was our foundation row. Alright, so we're going to start by chaining 1 and turning our work. That chain 1, it doesn't count as a stitch, alright? So we're going to go back into this very first stitch here, and we're going to work 2 double crochets into that first stitch. There's 1, and there's 2. Now we're going to start the repeat of row 1 here of our work. We're going to do a double crochet 3 together. Now don't go, I know that seems hard, especially if you're a beginner. If you know how to double crochet though, you got this. Alright, I'm going to show you how to do it. So what a double crochet 3 together is you take 3 stitches and you turn them into 1. Alright, so it's worked over 3 stitches. It's very easy. Let's do it. So what you do is you yarn over and you go into the next stitch and you would draw up a loop. Just like that. And then you would yarn over and go through just only the first 2 loops on your hook. And then you're going to yarn over again and go into the next stitch and draw up a loop. And again, you would yarn over and just go through the first 2 loops on your hook. And then one more time, you would go into the next stitch and draw up a loop. And you would yarn over and just go through the first 2 loops on your hook. And then you would have a total of 4 loops remaining on your hook. Yarn over and go through all 4, and that is a double crochet 3 together. You took 1, 2, 3 stitches and you turned them into 1. That's it. Now the next stitch, we're kind of do the opposite of that. We're going to put 3 double crochets all into the very next stitch. So we're going to go into the very next one and we're going to work 3 double crochets. So what that's doing is kind of counteracting working 3 and turning them into 1 like we just did. Now we're putting 3 into the same stitch. That way you don't lose any stitches, but yet you're going to get an awesome texture from doing that, because the double crochet 3 together is going to pop out just a bit. Alright, and that's the repeat. So let's do it again. We're going to do a double crochet 3 together over the next 3 stitches. Remember, that's worked over 3 stitches. So we're going to yarn over, go into the next stitch and draw up a loop, and you want to yarn over and go through the first 2 loops on your hook. We're going to yarn over and go into the next stitch, draw up a loop, yarn over and go through the first 2 loops on your hook. One more time, we're going to yarn over and go into the next stitch, draw up a loop. We're going to yarn over and go through the first 2 loops on our hook. 4 loops that remain, yarn over and go through all 4, and that is your double crochet 3 together. Don't do any chain 1s or anything after that like that. We're going to go directly into the very next stitch, and we're going to put 3 double crochets into the next stitch, all into the same stitch. So there's 1, 2, and there's 3. And that is the repeat of the pattern. You just keep doing the double crochet 3 together, and then you counteract that with a 3 double crochets into the next stitch. And the reason why this stitch is worked on a base chain, because when you put multiple stitches into the chain, it tends to stretch it out. So that's why I prefer to put it on a base or a single crochet. That way you don't have big gaping holes at the bottom of your chain. It's better that way. Alright, let's do the repeat again. Double crochet 3 together over the next 3 stitches. So we're going to yarn over, and we are going to go into the next stitch, and we're going to draw up a loop and yarn over and go through the first 2 loops. Again, yarn over and go into the next stitch, draw up a loop, yarn over and go through the first 2 loops. One more time, we're going to yarn over, go into the next stitch, draw up a loop, yarn over and go through the first 2, 4 loops that remain, yarn over and go through all 4. There's your double crochet 3 together, and then in the next stitch we're going to put 3 doubles all into the same stitch. There's 1, there's 2, and there's 3. Now we're going to continue to repeat this pattern. A double crochet 3 together, and then 3 doubles into the next. A double crochet 3 together, and 3 doubles into the next, until we get to the very last stitch of our row. And that's where I'll meet back up with you. Alright, I've made it to the end of row 1, not counting that foundation row. I just did a double crochet 3 together, and I have 1 stitch left. I'm going to put 2 double crochets into the last stitch to match our first stitch, because we put 2 double crochets into our first stitch. And there it is. That is the end of row 1. And guess what? That is the repeat row. That is what we are going to do from here on out. And you should have the same number of stitches that you did on your when you finished your foundation row. So we're just going to repeat that. We're going to chain 1 and turn our work. Haha, it's looking cool. I just love how the basics can just make such a cool stitch. Alright, very first stitch, 2 double crochets into that very first one. There's 1. There's 2. And we're going to start the repeat. We're going to do a double crochet 3 together over the next 3 stitches. So we're going to yarn over and go into the next stitch and draw up a loop. And yarn over and go through the first 2 loops. We're going to yarn over and go into the next stitch, draw up a loop, yarn over and go through the first 2 loops. Yarn over and go into the next stitch, draw up a loop, yarn over and go through the first 2 loops. 4 loops remain. Yarn over and go through all 4. There's your double crochet 3 together. Now right into the next stitch, we counteract that 3 together by putting 3 double crochets into the same stitch. 1, this one makes 2, and this will be 3. Remember, we're just repeating the previous row. It's just 1 row repeat. Double crochet 3 together over the next 3 stitches. Boom. 3 double crochets into the next. 1, 2, and 3. And we will just keep repeating this until we get to the last stitch of our row. Double crochet 3 together over the next 3 stitches. That was 1. That would be the second stitch. And then one more time. 4 loops remain. Go through all 4. And then the next stitch, the 3 doubles into the same stitch. There's 1, there's 2, and there's 3. So remember, just keep repeating what you did on the previous row, and I'll meet back up with you when you get to the last stitch of your row. Alrighty, I just did a double crochet 3 together, and I have 1 stitch left here on the end. I'm going to put 2 double crochets into the last stitch, just like I did on the previous row, and that is it. So we're just going to keep repeating that row, that 1 row. Remember, you start with 2 double crochets and you finish with 2 double crochets, and everything in between is just a bunch of doubles. Alright, so you just keep repeating that until you get it to the size that you want it to be. And after a few repeats, you get this beautiful, beautiful piece of fabric. What am I going to make out of this? The sky is the limit. So whatever you make out of this, I would love to see a picture of it. I'd love it. You could show me a picture on my Bagoday Crochet Facebook page. There is a link to that below in the description box. Also, please do not forget to hit that subscribe button. It is free to subscribe. You just hit that red button. It's all free. I have over 1,000 crochet tutorials. They were all free for you to enjoy. So hit that subscribe button. You see how straight them sides are? I did nothing special to make those sides straight. This is almost the perfect stitch. It is a nice one. Give this video a like if you enjoyed, okay? I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye, guys.